Hello everybody, it's me, Lala. Welcome back to another episode on Timberborn. Well, this episode we're going to continue working on this somewhat big reservoir for water and this other project that we got over here, which is power generation. Well, the beavers are basically done working over here. They're basically done. Okay, the best thing that ever happened is that we got these advanced breeding pods. They're great. They are life changers. They are literally life changers. They helped a lot. They helped a lot in maintaining people. Honestly, we could use a third one. We could use not a third one. Like we could use one more of them. It will be beneficial to have one more. Let's see. I was building. Yeah, let's have this as highest priority, please. Let's get more builders on the go. Because we are a bit too slow right now to the building. Probably because we are building so far away, so they gotta like go back and forth multiple times to finish their projects. Yeah, so we got multiple things to do. We got this reservoir, which is going to be the end goal basically, which will have or will house like a river where I would place a lot of water pumps over here and a lot of water storage, and that way we could pump water in here instead of up here. That way we could pump it throughout the droughts. We could pump throughout the drought using this guy all the time. We could pump through the droughts all the time using that guy. But this, yeah, that closes at 5, 3.5, 2.8. Yeah, we could use these. We could use these as like all the time, since there's always going to be water getting replenished over here. We could expand this area instead of relying on that. We could expand it with a way over here with an aqueduct. To be honest, you could expand it with an aqueduct over this. Man, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. That's gonna be hard to do, especially if I'm planning to like store a lot of water, which obviously I am planning to do. Which is obviously, but this is relying too much on one water source, which is not a great idea, to be honest. It's not a great idea. It's not a great idea to rely so much on one single water source. Not 3.5, I want it to be 4.5. Yeah, or 5.5? 5.5. Let's keep it at 5. Let's keep it at 5. Let's keep it at 5, yeah. They could pump all through there. Oh, these dynamites over here are set up correctly now. Could detonate them. After detonate them, yep, some water will flow down here to refill that area up, to ensure that this area is always filled with water. This aqueduct is really great as disturbing, yes, disturbing, distributing. Yeah, distributing is the word that I was looking for. It's great at distributing the water all across the land. Okay, we lost some water, but it's fine. It's back filled up to all the way, so it's fine. Yeah, as you can tell, the water in here is not back up as it should. Oh, it dried out up here. We used up all the water that's up here. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. A good thing about sluices, they're only open one way. They're only open down. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy good. Okay. This means that this is basically is not enough. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We're working on this too far away. I'm gonna have to build a pathway through here, sadly. I'm gonna have to build a pathway through here, but it has to be done to expand this. Yeah, I just remembered I was working on this area to allow these farms to stay watered even like if I used up all the water in these two. That way I could keep these three pumping water throughout the drought season and all of that. Oh, they're consuming too much power. I just noticed that. You think I noticed that? Yeah, although we got a lot of power, but they're consuming too much power and we don't have the charging capacity yet to charge all of those guys up. Okay. Now, these dynamites over here are complete. They just need one more in place of that tree and another one over there. Highest priority, please. That way we could expand this area a bit more. Will fit a lot more water though. Which is exactly what I need. Exactly what I want. Okay, that one's complete. Let's keep expanding this area as much as possible. Yeah, although I could take this one by one tile, by one more tile, I think it's a bit impossible for me right now. We can use it on the sides. We could do it on the sides. Yeah, we could do that. We could honestly do that. Why not? We could just gain a bit more places. Just a bit more places to store water. That'll be lovely. That'll be lovely. Just delete that, and let's add dynamite over here. This, this will give us a bit more space to work with. Yeah, let's detonate these now. It is now a lot more bigger. A lot more wider. Okay, there's already a pathway to the other side, so I'm not gonna be using any newer bridge. I'm not gonna build any newer bridge. Instead, I am going to expand this even more since they can still build off of that. Okay, that's unreachable. Is that reachable? No, that's unreachable up there. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. There you go, you got the pathway built. You can access these dynamites. I don't care if they build now or later, like I don't really care. We need to make this triple instead of double. That way we really don't need to place one more dynamite now. Alright, there's some water back here. I think there is a sluice down. Oh, there is no sluice down there. There is no sluice, so it's useless. This is useless if I don't add a sluice. If I don't add a sluice, and this whole thing that I've just made is useless. Is that down there? That's a levee. Okay, if that's a levee, then we could simply, we could simply do that, and a sluice down there with levees all the way up, and a sluice up here just in case we needed one to save us. Okay, now 2.5, no. Make it, I think, 1.5, 2. No. 2.8. 2.8 is the right number. They should be building it as fast as possible. These dynamites are not really important right now. What's more important is that to be built. Yeah, this pathway, this area here is done. We could path all the way. Yeah, they could reach that area now, which then will mean that we could make this a bit wider. Yeah, I think this is going to be good enough. I don't think we're gonna need it to be much wider than this. I think this is gonna be enough. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's gonna be enough. That's a whole water for long enough duration. That way we will never run out of water back here. Yeah, let's increase the priority on this now that we got it ready to be built. We already got the sluice set up correctly, but we still need the levees, of course. Should I expand it one more? Nah, I'm pretty sure these having two is more than enough. Yeah, it's more than enough. I'm pretty sure it's more than enough. Yeah, the water in here is completely dried out. I think the best way is to make this 4 instead of 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. How deep is this? 6. Yeah, let's make this then. If it's the highest is 8, let's make it 3. Let's make it 3. Let's make it 3. 3 is going to be the best. That way we'll fill this area up before that one down there. Because filling this area up is more important in my eyes than the one down there. Yeah, keeping this area up, filled up with water is a lot more important than that. There's also these little bit of water getting stored in these, just in case. There's a lot of water down here. That was excess water that for after filling up all the dams that we got built. We could expand this area honestly by building up into here, which would help because I'm planning to have like a reservoir up high, like in this area, like this reservoir, for example. We could expand it. I'm planning to keep that up there and to make sure at all times that we'll always have some water built up just in case we need it. It will go all the way above all the aqueducts that we got built, all the way into the water storages that are being used all the time. Okay, good thing I noticed these guys are using up too much power, otherwise I would have basically stopped my food production for way too long. It would have been really terrible. It would have been really terrible for my economy. But things are going really good, really well lately, since everything is not much stable now. We got a bit more beavers. Oh, we got only one free bed. Yeah, we need to have more housing, just in case we need it. We're gonna have more housing just in case we ever want it or need it. Could expand this to 4. Can we expand more? No, let's only keep it as 4. 4 people should work there, otherwise they are rulers or builders. Let's make them 3 instead. Let's make them 3. Yeah, somebody died of old age. Sadly, they did. Okay, let's detonate these. Just like that. That's amazing. Let's demolish this whole path. And let's replant. I think it was canola all the way through here. We're gonna replant it. Now we got this area over here. Of course, I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3, so it's going to be 2.8, 2.7. Yeah, let's keep it at 2.7. Honestly, we could dig deeper over here and use up this storage over here. Yeah. Honestly, that's an awesome idea. That's an awesome idea. We could dig all the way down and tap into that reservoir that we got over here, this water reservoir. We could tap into that and use that instead of just relying on the stop water level that we got. This will make sure that this area will always stay hydrated. We could also connect this area up to the same way, but I think there's a lot of water in here to ever need that. I don't think we'll ever need that. If we ever do need that, we got the ability to do that simply by deleting this loose and dynamiting right beneath it to allow us to work on that. What are they building now? I don't think there's anything left to build other than these dynamites. Let's see, in terms of priority, what we got? We got these trees up here. Oh yeah, they're working on the power. They're working on the power. Okay, lovely. If they're working on the power, that means they're free to do some high priority stuff. And high priority stuff they are going to be working on. Yeah, I think 3 deep over here was the thing that got built over there. And I think it will allow us to make sure that these farms will always stay wet. No matter what. No matter what. Okay, now I'm hoping that they will come over here actually and build that. Yeah, here comes the dynamites. Okay, the explosives they are in, but they just need the extract to be for them to be built. Yeah, let's keep these as 2. Let's keep them as 2. That way we always have a lot of owners and a lot of builders all the time. We have a lot of owners and builders. Yeah, all the time we have both. Yeah, now builders, since there's a lot of you over here, come on and like get going, get working on this, because I want to do it before the wet season. Okay, it's detonated. Of course, we're gonna lose a lot of water this way, but it is what it is. It's not really being used. 2.5. No, it's going to be 2.6. Let me see. Yeah, it's 2.6. Yeah, let's keep it 2.5.5. Now let's keep it at 2.6 and let's keep this as 2.7. That way the top one won't open unless the one beneath there is open. Let's build levees now on top of it. And just like that, I've managed to build a levee down there somehow. Yeah, and of course you're gonna need an whatever you want to call that floor. Let's high prioritize all of that. Now all of that is ready to be built. Okay, we have prioritized all of that. That should be built before the wet season comes back, which is the whole plan. We could always decrease this storage to make sure farming is fine always. But I think this body of water is more than enough. I don't think we're gonna need more than that. And I'm relying too much on one area of water. I could, in theory, get water from here into this aqueduct, and I think that's not a bad idea to do. That's not a terrible idea to do. We could simply add a sluice over here, right in here, which should allow water, since there is no longer any sluice between these, so they are connected. Yeah, they are connected. It should allow water to flow from here and down here. That way, excess water from this will get its way through into there. And I think that's a great idea, and I'm gonna do that on multiple areas. I'm gonna make it much needed wide sluices right over here, and gonna of course high prioritize these. That way they actually get built before the wet season comes back. Now yeah, everything is getting worked out. They're working overtime on all the stuff that I asked them to do. Yeah, as you can tell, this levee is in, that other levee is almost in. This area can wait, it can wait, but obviously it's needed. As you can tell, these plants are drying out, even though this water is not being used. Like to do contamination. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. How did that contaminate it? Okay, now this levy is almost complete. What else do they got to build? These over here. These are top priority right now. Okay, let's set them up correctly. How long till this opens? Okay, let's just set them up correctly. I think it will be 0.8. I think this is set as that. Yeah, 0.8. This should be 0.8 also. Yeah, it's 0.8. All of them are 0.8. All of them are built now. Let's go. All of them are built. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, this area is built too. Let's high prioritize this so we could finish it next episode. Because I think this power generation is going to be that worked on the next episode well enough in the next episode, because we're gonna finish this up, this system, irrigation system, which should maintain and make sure that we always have water in our food areas. Always, it should make sure that we got water always. To be honest, let's lower the priority on this, and let's increase the priority or not. Let's not lower the priority. Let's keep them working on it. We could detonate this. Yeah, I'm not sure though. I am not sure if it's a good idea to detonate this or deconstruct it and have dynamite built in its place, since this area is not yet complete, and it will actually flood all the place up here, which is not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Okay, I think it's gonna be it for this episode, guys. If you liked the episode, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We will hopefully finish all this up, and of course that one should be finished before this video ends. And after we finish that, we will finish this expanded power generation that we were building. Then after all of that, we can start working on the next big project, which is going to be a massive water storage down here, with another one up there that keeps feeding this area using sluices. Sluices are honestly a game changer. Thank God that the devs actually made it. And I think in the next episode they're gonna add like hyper tubes or something like that. I'm not gonna play experimental this time. Like last time I made some experimental series as the start of my channel, I think. But this time I won't play an experimental, only in like full updates. That way I'll make sure everything is stable, because I'm gonna continue this series. I'm not gonna start a new one. Thank you guys for watching this video. As always, if you like this episode, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one that should be coming up as usual. Goodbye.